Going? What's going on with everybody? It is your boy, Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Orange Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I have someone on the other line. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we got here today?
Yo, I'm Angelo LeRoi, producer, artist, multi-instrumentalist from Altadena, California. I'm in Chicago right now, but yeah,
And
that's me.
how you doing today?
I'm good. It's been a nice day. Spring is here, so uh, the weather's always beautiful. Can't complain.
Hey, I appreciate you coming through. I was so like Isaac sent me you like some months ago,
Yeah.
and I was very surprised because usually they send me like rap related stuff. So I
Mhm.
thought you were gonna be like just like rapping,
Yeah.
and he sent me the EP. And you were not rapping at all, and then I listened to it, and then I read what he said. Like because he sent me the description, I didn't read it. I just listened to it, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh, okay, this is much different than what I thought, and it surprised me in like a great way because I
Oh,
loved it.
thank you.
It's a really really good EP.
Thank you so much.
Of course, then I go back and then I listen to um, the things you put out in the past. I know you put out the
Yeah.
project where you flipped Mutt this year.
Yeah.
I listened to that. And just start listening to everything that I could find of you.
Yeah.
And hey man, you're a super talented guy.
Thank you so much.
I need you
Appreciate
to blow up.
it. We try to make it happen.
Where I don't even know where I start. I guess I could start with this because it's in my head, but I'll tell you after you tell me what's your favorite song on the EP right now today.
Right now, I'm gonna go Another Man.
Look what's the last thing I just played. Hold on, wait, it closed out. Hold on, let me go back. Look what's the last thing I just played.
I'm saying, bro.
That song is crucial, man. Bro, that song is nuts, bro.
Thank you.
When you made it, did you know like, yeah, this is different?
It was weird because it was like I got the idea for the melody in one go,
Mm.
and then um, just kind of like filled it out from there. But really, it was like just like one of those stream of consciousness things where it's just like, okay, this pops in fully formed, and then now I just gotta like uh, record it and shit. So it was that was a special one for sure.
So for the people who are being introduced to you, you produced this whole EP, correct?
Yeah, yeah,
You wrote
yes,
everything.
yeah. Produced, wrote, recorded. The only thing I didn't do was the strings.
Mm.
Homie Emmanuel Keller played cello on it.
Gotcha. So those are live streams that I'm listening to.
Yeah, those are live strings.
Got you. That because there's strings on the intro, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like, did he do that too? But that was the only thing you didn't do.
Yeah, we wrote it together, but then he recorded it.
Got you. So just starting from another band, then I'm finna go all over the place. But I do want to say, because like I said, literally when I started this interview, that was in my head. It's so addicting. How I know you said like it came like in a stream of consciousness in like one sitting, but exactly like do you remember how it came together? Were you sitting down? Were you watching TV? Like did the melody just pop in your head while you were doing something random? Did it pop in your head while you were making music? How did that happen?
um, so the story behind that song is like I was working at this health food store at the time, and there was a customer I had a crush on, and she came in with her man. And then from there, it just kind of like when I got home, just recorded the whole shit. It was like, yeah, just also like melodramatic,
That's
all in my
hilarious.
feels. Shit.
Was you said this was a coworker or a customer?
There was a customer.
Gosh, that's hilarious. Would you see her often? Or was that your first time seeing her?
No, I saw her. She was like a regular. We would have like cool conversation, but it was like nothing. it was not like a real situation.
Got you, got you, got you. But you didn't know she had a boyfriend though,
Yeah,
until you
exactly.
seen Brett come in. And hey, let's not shout her out for having a boyfriend, but shout her out for having a boyfriend because that song came together, and that song is
Yeah.
crazy, man. That song is so good because I was walking around maybe like 2 days ago. There was a song stuck in my head, and I could not figure out what it was.
Mhm.
And literally, I think yesterday, I played this and I was like, "Oh, this was the song that was stuck in my head 2 days ago." I couldn't remember what it was, and I couldn't ask anybody because they wouldn't have known the song because freaking the EP's not even out yet. So I'm so glad that it came back to me. But I just wanted to. I didn't want to leave this conversation or this topic without letting you know that that song is like super duper special.
No, thank you.
That is one of them ones. And then, like I said, that's how the album closes. When it comes with "If You Knew," in my opinion, "If You Knew" sounds like something that you would hear like in TV shows and movies. It's
Mm,
very like almost like a trailer. I can see that being like in a trailer of like a movie or a TV show that's about to come on.
yeah.
I don't know what you envision that song as in your head, but that's how I hear it when I listen to that song.
Mm. When my first kind of came up with it, really, the thing with a lot about with a lot of these songs on the project, um, was they were originally intended for me to like sample later.
Mm,
So because of the like sample clearance issues, um, I just started making like old sounding songs so
gotcha.
that I could like cut pieces and do that sort of thing. So a few of these started as that, and then I kind of put them all together and fleshed them out to kind of make the EP. But that was one that was just kind of for that purpose. And then I added the intro a little later because I was like, I liked how it set the tone as the first song, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I want something to kind of bring you in the world a little more.
Mm,
So then, yeah, went to Emmanuel Keller's place and like we kind of just worked on the intro. I was like, I want something. You know, what's that Andre 3000? The Love Below intro.
yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I want something that's kind of
gotcha.
like that, almost like At Last, that intro. Um, so then we, yeah, just kind of put that together.
So, do you envision like your music being sampled by other people one day? Because you were talking about sampling yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I sample it. I would love for other people to sample it. Yeah, that would be sick.
So to kind of get like a peek behind the curtain, so the people watching, sometimes publicists will send like talking points to like interviewers like me, and
Mhm.
I'm gonna read this one talking point that Isaac sent me.
Yeah,
He said he's a producer from or no, no, yeah, he produced Mavi's Drunk Prayer from scratch.
yeah.
Overall, he plays a key role in Mavi and Messiah's transition from sample-driven music to creating songs slash beats that they envision being sampled by other artists one day. So I found that super interesting that like kind of collectively, they also would want like their song sampled by other people because I don't know. I just never think about that. I never think about like an artist making a song and being like, dang, this would be hard if somebody sampled this like 20, 30 years from now, whatever.
Yeah.
I never, because like the songs that you hear sampled now, usually the
They weren't
person, they weren't thinking of
intended.
that.
Yeah,
That wasn't even the thing to
yeah.
do. You know what I'm
Sampling
saying?
wasn't a thing back then.
You know, so
Yeah.
now that you have artists doing that, that's super interesting. When you met them, did you kind of like subconsciously put them onto that idea of like now their stuff is going to be sampled, or was that like conscious conversations going on? Like that's super duper interesting to me.
No, honestly, that wasn't a super conscious conversation. I think that was just some shit that they were on at the time, and it just sort of the universe kind of put us together to work it out and like make that happen.
How did you connect with them?
At a show in LA, I was living in LA at the time, and my homie Malaya, she's a singer from Detroit, super fire.
Mm,
She was having a performance. I was like taking photos or some shit, um, and she was opening for Cisco Swank.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, yeah. So what's it called? She was opening for Cisco Swank, and Mavi and Zay pulled up.
Hmm.
So then we just started talking from there, and then we had like a session a couple days after, and it just kind of grew from there.
Interesting. And it's like you when you listen to your music, you could tell like you're a super duper musical person
Yeah,
because it's beautiful the way that it comes out.
thank
And
you.
another talking point that he put in here that I thought was really interesting is that you went to Berkeley. And
Yeah.
so like I find it interesting because you made music, I would assume, before you went to Berkeley, correct?
Yeah.
Obviously. So I don't want to go to journalism school because I feel like I like the way that I do interviews, and I
Hmm.
kind of don't want it to change. And I feel like I would even
Yeah.
be subconsciously changed if I went to journalism school. So for you
Yeah.
going to music school in Berkeley, it seemed to help. Like it seemed like from
Yeah.
what I'm reading, like you seem to enjoy it. So
Mhm.
was there ever a like I don't want this to change about myself, or were you an open book and open mind to change, and you know what I'm saying, be like a
I was definitely like fighting it for a minute. Cause I do see like there's a value in both education and ignorance in
yeah.
a way where it's like if or not ignorance but I'll say like instinct
Mm,
um where um if you just kind of have this like natural ability for a thing, you have your tastes and those are being expressed through you despite your lack of knowledge of what you're doing.
mm,
And sometimes that can be um more authentic, more honest, than if you you're like, oh, I did this, what did I just do, now I'm going to replicate that. So it was like a fight for a long time, like internally, and still like I kind of go through it where it's like um, I don't want everything I do to sound the same. Like I'll notice when I'm making stuff sometimes I'll go to similar chord changes or um, that sort of thing, and like just trying to keep that authentic taste that you have as a person being in the world influenced by your life, but also being able to express to someone else, especially in like collaborative settings where it's like uh, we're playing this show and I want you to play this chord or something,
yeah.
um, and trying to explain that without the vocabulary too uh, is so difficult. Um, oh, you
No,
were
no,
gonna say
no, no,
something?
no. I ain't even cut
Okay,
you off.
so
Do you think? Do you think?
so yeah, I think it like helped. The thing that helped for me most going to Berkeley is like getting to meet some of the best musicians in the world.
Yeah.
Because it just like inspires you to go even harder. And like I came in playing guitar. I've been playing guitar since I was 7. Um, and I got there and I was like, oh, these niggas is different. um, and uh, it actually pushed me more into like when I was playing guitar, um, it was a lot of the times where it was like I would play something and it was good, but it didn't fully express how I heard it in my head.
Hmm.
And I felt like as I grew more into production, it was a place where I could like sculpt it and really give you the thing that I'm hearing, how I'm feeling in the most in the best communicated way possible, I
Mm.
guess.
That's interesting. I'll see. Like you talk about all the things that you learned from Berkeley. I was curious. What is like the one thing? that you really took from there, and also the one thing that you personally feel that you can't learn from like a school setting in music.
Um, the one thing you can't learn is taste.
Mm,
Um, that's just gonna come from however your life. Um, the best thing I learned was a lot of the ear training stuff. Honestly, like um, being able to hear a song in the grocery store and know what they're playing.
mm,
uh, because you kind of get to learn the patterns of the distance between this note and this note,
yeah,
what 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 chords sound like, all that sort of stuff. So I can like uh, throw me in a room and I could probably um, pick up what other people are playing pretty quickly.
I've said this before, and I know this is not what you're saying, but I went to an art school and I was in music, and one of the like more interesting things that we would do is sometimes like in the morning, uh, our band director Mr. Banks would play like a classical song, or he just play like a symphony, orchestra, whatever, and it'll be like a solo, and that
Yeah.
thing could be doing that instrument be doing a solo. They'd be like, "What instrument is that?" And
Mhm.
it may be disguised, and it may sound like a trombone, but it's really like a French horn because it's muted or something
Yeah.
like that. I thought that was really fun. Do you think you're really good at that? Like, do you think you're good at that? Like, to be able to like actually identify instruments?
Yeah. That's also like a skill that I've been like trying to practice, especially when it comes to making uh, making my own samples. Because it's like there's a bunch of music that I'll listen to that has like a French horn in it, and like I want to reference that sort of thing. So then going into like Ableton or something, trying to replicate um, those sorts of sounds, those sorts of feelings, like um, that's a super helpful skill to have.
Yeah. In like contemporary music and modern music, there's one instrument that doesn't get utilized enough, and there's an artist named Spelling. I don't know if you've ever heard of Spelling,
I've
but
heard of spelling.
she's nuts. She is
Yeah.
crazy. She utilized one of my favorite instruments that I came to love when I was doing a lot of band stuff.
What?
Nigga, the bassoon is so hard. I don't know if you familiar. Well, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the bassoon, but I don't know how familiar you are with the bassoon. Bro, the bassoon makes noises that no other instrument can make. It's
Oh
crazy.
shit. I'm like, I've heard bassoon, but I'm not tapped into bassoon like that.
Bro, the bassoon is not. I remember because we had like two bassoon players in our symphonic band,
Yeah.
and I used them when I was younger. I was like, bro, like this is crazy. Like this sounds nuts. And then when she used the bassoon in her album, I was like, she's the goat. She no nobody's better than her.
What
She's the
what
best.
type of music does she make?
Bro, how do I explain spelling? Can I just play something real quick? I
Yeah,
don't even know
yeah.
how to explain what spelling sounds like because nigga, her last album, she just dropped an album in March called Portrait
Okay.
of My Heart. But
Okay.
Portrait of My Heart damn near sound like it's like more indie rock. But then the album that blew her up, The Turning Wheel, is like I don't know. I'm just play it for you. I don't even know how to explain this.
Okay.
So it's a lot of instrumentation,
Yeah.
and then she comes in and starts singing.
Oh no.
You see, that's the I think it's a French horn in the background right there. She's crazy. She's crazy. I wish I could remember what song had a bassoon because I really want to play that bassoon right now. If I find it before this interview's over, we'll come back to that. But hey, man, just a suggestion. If you meet a nigga that play a bassoon, man, hey, man, just you know what I'm saying. Hey, tell him, hey, play a little bit for me so you could just get an idea of it. You probably could work a bassoon in your music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah, that would go crazy.
yeah, that would go crazy. Is there an instrument that you find yourself wanting to hear in your music the most?
um, it's all um like I wanna incorporate more horns.
Mm,
Um Like flute, ooh, some flute. I was listening to you ever listen to Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah, I have.
So So Long, Frank Lloyd Wright,
Yeah.
bro. The flute in there, stupid. Um, what's that other one? The Gil Scott Heron. Um, Save the Children.
Save the children.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I love the flute. The flute is when the flute is used like masterfully, it's used masterfully. There's not a coincidence that Future got a number one hit with Mask Off with the flute. I
yeah.
mean, people like that flute, man. That flute is fire, dog.
Does something to
People
it.
love that flute, bro. So no, I think that's another one that people don't use it as often, but when people do use it, people realize like, oh, this is fire. So
Yeah.
hey, bring back the flute, bro. You might have the power to bring back the flute, bro. That's super funny. I don't think of any other instruments that like I really, really, really love to hear. Like I said, my favorite is definitely the bassoon, and just selfishly because I played the trombone. I love to hear the trombone.
I was gonna say trombone too.
I love to hear
Like
the trombone,
trombone
bro.
is nice because it's like it can be very brash, but then you could also be super sweet with it. Yeah.
It's crazy. Playing it is crazy because it's like one of the only ones, definitely like of an actual instrument that needs wind, that you can hit a note that's like, because every note that you're hitting with the trumpet is da da, like you're hitting it exactly because you're pressing the button to press it.
Yeah, but
Trombone,
it's
yeah,
sloppy.
you guessing. You kind of got it. It's like muscle memory. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
kind of got to know where it's at because if you off by 2 inches, you got another note. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
not trumpet is different. You literally just pressing a button, or tuba, you just pressing the button from the side or whatever. So
Yeah.
I always found trombone interesting because there's no other instrument with wind that I could think of that's like that. You know?
Yeah. The only thing that I would imagine is comparable is like violin or
Yeah,
strings, where it's fretless. And you're
exactly.
kind
Exactly. So
of
that's what I'm saying. So like, you have to get into string instruments to even compare it. So it's the fact that like it's the only one that like is a wind instrument. I always thought that was interesting. You know, it's another good one. Now you just got me thinking of instruments now. This was very fire. There was this fat kid named Sammy. Sammy used to be sliding on this instrument, bro. The oboe, bro. The oboe is
oh
hard, bro.
shit!
You ever tap into the oboe?
Okay.
You
I'm
ever tap
tapping
in,
to the oboe.
have you tapped into the oboe, bro?
I've not tapped into the oboe.
I'm gonna tell you why I even knew what that was. On iCarly, she used to, or not on iCarly, but
That's
on Drake and Josh, she used to play the oboe.
yeah.
I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what that sounded like. But then they'll play it, and it got like it got almost got like a Middle Eastern type of sound to it or whatever. Like
Okay.
it got that type of like sand dune sound or whatever. Which also, I'm not gonna lie, we're just all over the place right now. But I want to recommend an album to you that I feel like you would like because shout out to Isaac. He blessed me with these notes. He really told me a lot about you. I don't know if you know what's in these notes or not. I don't know if you saw these notes, but
I haven't
we
seen.
crazy with the notes. Nigga said you love Prince.
Oh yeah.
Um, so if you love Prince, one of my favorite artists of all time just dropped the album last year. And I got a chance to interview him. Love this guy. I don't know if you ever tapped in with Bilal.
Bro, Bilal is one of them ones. Really? Like, I think because after his debut album,
Mm-hmm.
his second album got shelved,
Mm-hmm.
and then he went off the grid for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
That second album, to me, Love for Sale, my favorite Bilal album.
So I don't know if you know this or not, but he put out 2 albums last year. He put out a live album. In the
Okay.
live album, he's singing some songs off of the second album.
Oh
And
shit.
it's like
Okay.
Questlove is on the drums, Robert Glasper is on the keys, and it's
Yeah.
like it's beautiful. Like the live instrumentation sounds beautiful. And my favorite song off that second album is, what's the name of that song? It's the one he performed this on the live album too. It's freaking hold on. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. Freaking All for Love. This shit right here,
I
bro.
did it all for
Bro,
love.
that song
You
is
know I
crazy.
did. When
Bro,
you stand in my
Hands on the wall. For that song, the way he, I played the fool before. Stared at the
Stared at
sun
the sun till
until
it
it.
burned out my eyes. Like, blind, but a man must move on.
Come on now, bro. You know real music, bro. You know real music, bro. Bro, the way that he sings, he's one of the only people I could be like, bro, this is very Prince esque. Like, this is really Prince.
Yeah,
Like the way that he, you know how he be shrilling with his
yeah.
voice or what? It's crazy,
Have
man.
you seen? Oh no! So boom. When Prince died, there were all those tribute concerts.
Yeah.
Um, my dad and I went to Minneapolis.
Hmm.
They were the Revolution. Prince's band was doing tribute concerts at First Avenue, where Prince would like come up, playing in the '80s.
Yeah.
Like that was his main. It was his main venue.
Mm.
So at one of the shows, Bilal came out and did the Beautiful Ones. Oh my god! With the original like Revolution band, bro, nuts, nuts.
He's crazy, bro. I was just looking at a Prince video where he. This is crazy to even say. He was a surprise, like a performance. Like people paid to see this one person, and Prince just hopped on stage, and people were like, "What the heck?" And Prince came out, and the person that he was playing with is probably the one of the most random people I'm finna say. Dude named Larry Graham. Larry,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
do you know who Uncle that is?
Drake.
Bro, that was nuts when I found that out. I was like, wait. I was like, Drake got an uncle that's like a legendary guitar, like a bass player. Like, what the
Bro,
world?
his Drake's uncle invented slap bass.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, bro, this is crazy. What? Because
Yeah.
I found this out because he was in the Hulu just put out a documentary about Sly and the Family.
Questlove.
Yeah, the Questlove one. And watching it, they said Larry Graham. They kept saying Graham, and I was like, it'd be funny if this nigga was related to Drake. And then I looked it up. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. He actually related to Drake. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's literally Dennis's brother.
That blew my mind. I'm like that, and then the way they're talking about it, they're like, bro, he invented this. He was like one of the most legendary bass players of all time. I'm like, he really comes from like some real music, like real
Yeah.
musicality. So that's cool. And we talk about somebody like Bilal and these people. Are there people that, because you also, like I said, you're producing this stuff. Are there singers that you like dream to produce for?
Ooh,
Like people you know your production will work well for.
I would really love to do something with Raven Lene. Her voice, her range is insane. Um, who else? I was my homie just put me on to Nourish by Time.
Have you met him?
I have not met him.
Bro, he's nuts, bro.
Bro, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
nuts, bro.
Like the layering, it's like I really love his music because it's like there's no time frames that it really fits into. Like the drums are sort of 80s, but then like I don't know, his voice is so smooth and like um yeah, it just like really washes over you
Can I
in
can,
a
I- can I
way.
FaceTime him real quick?
Hell yeah.
I was debating. I was like, should I FaceTime? I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna FaceTime him, man. I know him, so I just want to introduce y'all to, man. Hold on.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully it picks up. Oh my gosh, man. Yo, this is so random. So I'm in the middle of an interview, and the person I'm interviewing just brought you up, and this person, I want to introduce y'all. This nigga blew my mind with his music, and I feel like you will really love him. So before I introduce you, I just want to say, me and Nurse by Time, we send each other gospel like every month. That's our relationship right now. So let me flip the camera real quick. Hold on. Let me flip the camera. Hold on. How do I flip the camera? So this is Angelo. I flipped the camera.
Hey,
I'll let you introduce yourself, man.
what's up,
Yo,
bro?
what's good, bro?
How
Legend,
you feel? How you feel?
legend.
Yo, no, I appreciate you. It's like sorry, my Wi-Fi stuck. Wait, what's your name?
Angelo.
Angelo, I'm Angelo.
Angela. Hell
So
yeah,
I would like
hell
to
yeah,
think Marcus trusts my ear of music. I'm gonna send you some of his
yeah.
stuff, bro.
No, for sure,
He's different. I just wanted to
for
connect y'all
sure.
real quick because I asked him. I said because he sings, he produces his own music, he does everything by
Hell
himself.
yeah,
He plays guitar, he does everything. So I told him, who
hell
you think
yeah,
your production will work for? And he said, I just got put on Nourish by Tom. I said, can I FaceTime
hell
this nigga
yeah.
real quick? He said, yeah, FaceTime him. So I said, I'm gonna put you on. So I'm gonna let you go. I just want to give y'all a
No, you
quick little
good. You good. You
introduction,
good.
and
No, I'm
yeah,
gonna check. Yo, send me that shit. I'd love to hear it.
for,
Love to hear it.
for sure, for
What do
sure.
you use for it, dog? What do you use for your production?
Ableton.
Oh hell yeah, same.
Oh yes, yeah.
There you
We
go.
locked
There
in.
you go.
Same,
There you
same.
go. There you go.
Nah, it's the best for like automation and shit. I still
Automation,
use
like
I use like the old one, like fucking like 10, I think. Oh shit.
okay, yeah, yeah, me too.
Like
I'm on
yeah,
no
oh where
11.
yeah.
Yeah, either
11.
10 or 11,
Yeah,
some
I
shit.
remember.
But
Yeah, I got the new one, but I'm like scared to switch to be honest. I
bro,
heard it's
yeah,
nice though.
the only
Yeah.
thing that makes me kind of want to switch to 12 is they got like
Mm.
the auto tune, like the native auto tune in there. That
Oh, interesting.
that sounds interesting.
Interesting. It's funny, I
But yeah.
just bought the Antares um
Oh yeah,
auto tune
the
or the which is good, it's okay. It's okay. It's weird
okay.
that like I never use it, but like it's so addicting, bro. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like my next shit like might have some auto tune on it. But
Hell yeah.
Hey,
yeah, nah. I'm cooking some gumbo in there. Like I gotta get back at it.
hey, 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 hey,
Y'all
hey,
taught me in some
hey, hey,
lessons.
hey, hey, do your thing. I'm gonna send you his music when we done with this interview. All right?
Yeah, please do,
For
please
sure, for
do.
sure.
Nah. Yeah, no, I appreciate the shout out though. Yeah, like yeah, definitely go check this shit out.
For sure. Hey, hey, hey,
Oh
hey, hey,
yeah,
hey, go cook that
yeah.
damn gumbo, nigga. We gonna holler at you. We gonna holler at you.
Yeah, no, I'm burning the room,
All
burning
right,
the
do your
room.
thing, do your
All
thing, do
right,
your thing,
all
do your
right.
thing. I had to do that real quick, man. Coolest nigga of all time. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mr. Nourish by time. I just wanted to kind of, you know what I'm saying, introduce y'all too, because I feel like y'all very two talented brothers, man. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
So,
appreciate it.
for sure. Yeah, man. I feel like that's low key a great way to end this, man. You know what I'm saying? On a possible Nourish by time, Angelo freaking collaboration coming in the future, possibly, man.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
I guess we'll end it like this. For people watching this who's never heard you, first time hearing you, what would you say? Like, how would you explain the artist you are?
Um, I would say that my music comes from almost a confessional
Mm,
space. Um, very much rooted in like the traditions of black music.
mm,
Um, and um, it's music that I think don't knock you over the head, but invites you in.
mm.
Um, so uh, if you would like to go on that journey, listen to LeRoi coming out May 20th.
There we go, man. I appreciate you coming through. Um, hey, man, I'm two for two. I did that last interview. I FaceTimed somebody, and I was like, boy, if they don't pick up, that's gonna be very embarrassing. So shout out to El Custo, and then shout out to Marcus from Nourish by Time. All right, for picking up. Shout out to them boys.
Yeah. No,
Um,
that means you got that pull.
I
They
try. I
they they,
try.
they respect the call,
I
bro.
try, man. Bro,
They
like I
answer
said,
the call.
literally every like month we just send each other gospel music. Like that's like our thing. Like he'll be like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I just found this random gospel song from like 1971." I'm like, "Bro, I just found this random gospel song from like 1986," and we just send each other random gospel music. So
No,
it's, I
that's
think,
like for listening to gospel, 60s to early 70s is my
some
range.
good
So
stuff, bro.
if you would like to slide some of those recommendations
I
over,
got you. I'm gonna tell you what birthday. I'll tell you the song before we end this interview. For the people that didn't see the Nourish by Time one, bro, there was this Korea. This girl from South Korea that I knew, like literally born and raised South Korea, still lives in Korea. This isn't like a girl that moved to America. I don't know how the hell she got this song, but I was on FaceTime with her years ago. She pulled out this vinyl, and she was like, accent and all. I'm not even gonna try to do the accent, but she was just like, "This is the vinyl." I ain't even gonna do that, but she was like, "Here's the vinyl that I got from somebody," and she was like, "It's really nice," and I'm like, "What's the name of the song?" Because it looked interesting. It's like a black dude with an afro, and I don't even know if she know what gospel is, but she just like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, it's good." So I listened to it, bro. This sounded like if Stevie Wonder tried to do gospel.
bro.
What's bro name? He's my friend. That's the name of the song. And why
Okay.
it's not even on Apple Music no more? That's crazy. So you probably got to go on
Damn.
YouTube. It's on YouTube for sure. Got to be. Hold on, let me make sure. But it's "He's My Friend" by, because it got taken out of Apple Music. Rodney Harris, Rahni Harris. I'm gonna send it to you. You ain't got it right.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it to
Yeah.
you. But this is what it was right here. This is fire. I have something to tell you that I've experienced through the years. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because he's gonna start cooking. Hold on.
You gonna start cooking? What do you mean?
Hold on, wait for it. I've experienced the same problem with plastic people too. Hold on. Here we go. To you. Pick me up from zero, and it gave me life complete. If you take my life, my brother, sister, you could leave every guy to me. That's that what hey, what that's that heat. What that's that heat right now, man. I'm gonna send that to you because you seem like you like that, all right? I'm gonna
Oh
send
yeah,
that to
yeah.
you.
Please do.
Fire, man.
Real quick
Yeah,
on the Stevie Wonder note,
yeah,
I seen Stevie Wonder in real life in the wild.
really.
He was at a chicken spot with his family. I, I was walking. I was walking in. I was with the homie. I was like, "Ha, that nigga looked like Stevie Wonder." It really was Stevie Wonder. Just being a grandpa, it was a great time.
Shout out to Steve. That's the person I always say, like, we need to make sure we give him his flowers because
Bro,
that is like a living, like when people say living legend, I feel like that's kind of like overused sometimes. No,
yeah,
that is actually like a historic figure that we have on
yes,
Earth. You know,
like Library of Congress.
exactly, bro. Like
Man,
he's going to have like a statue built of him somewhere in his hometown one
yeah.
day. Like he's a historical musical figure. So yeah.
That's how I feel about Sly Stone, which is I'm so happy that Questlove made the documentary
Hmm.
because like he's been kind of off the grid for a minute.
But I thought he
So
was dead into that documentary. I'm not gonna lie.
exactly. So it's like I'm so glad that now people can kind of get reintroduced to his shit because like There's a Riot Going On is one of my favorite albums of all time.
A great album. You know how off the grid he is? He's
Hmm.
not in the documentary. Like he's not like talking to the documentary at all. They got all the other family members. He's not in the doc. That's
Yeah,
what really made me think he was dead. And then at the very end they show like pictures of him with his family. I'm like, wait,
yeah,
he alive? I thought he wasn't even
yeah.
in. So yeah, shout
I
out to
mean,
bro.
he's been struggling with like drug addiction for the past like 40 years,
I
some
I,
shit,
I,
even
I
more.
I think they
So
said bruh been sober for some years now. So salute to that.
okay, yeah,
Salute to that, man. Salute.
yeah,
Shout out to
glad.
that. But yeah, man, for everybody watching, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I say what I mean. I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play, and y'all holler at your boy.